Welcome in, everybody. We've got the first quarterfinal, and we've got Barles in the red playing as the Mongols. So I'd love to do the intro, but honestly,
going to lame.
He could go to lame. He doesn't have to walk that much further there to find Sebastian's boar.
Close. It's so close. Sebastian should take that in really early, but he can't see it yet.
Is it something we saw, I think, second week of group stage, where someone brought a villager forward? The boars are right there, but everyone thinks about the shorefish. Unfortunate for Barles, man. There's another one. And he just immediately goes for it.
The scout is right there from Sebastian. Oh, no, dude. If he had gone for the other one, it would have been fine, and there's no way Sebastian gives this one up, right? He's got the villager right here. Barles trying to be sneaky with it, going to the other side. Boar's still chasing. Does Barles send a villager forward? Sebastian stalls it out. Beautiful. And now you failed the lame with Mongols, so you're just worse than Romans.
We just talked about this, right? It's like, will Barles go crazy in the first game, try and do something different? He tries it. Sebastian gets fortunate there, I think, but Sebastian's scout was around. He wasn't pushing on all of his deer, and he gets the job done there. So there is a lot of hunt for the Mongols that's available here. So you can move to the outside, find some deer, plus the deer in the middle. But Romans, 5% greater efficiency, and the map's dominated by the shorefish, which is very strong with that bonus. So, yeah, so far so good for Sebastian.
I mean, the stupid thing from Barles' POV there is if Sebastian was like 5 seconds later with that scout, he gets that home.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't really see that at all, doesn't have time with the villager. But the good thing from Sebastian's point of view is that he decided to scout the front side of his base first.
100%.
Instead of like pushing in the deer or whatever. So when you're up against Mongols, you automatically look that way. You look for both of your boars. You try and bring them in early. And you try and stop that from happening, which you did.
It can seem like Sebastian got lucky, but as you said, he did the right things there. And I'm sure he had to look at the draft, and he got a feel for it too. A reminder, you don't know what your opponent's civ is until you are in the game, and the scout was on his board like 30 seconds in. So
yeah,
like
really soon. And the Mongols get extended line of sight, so they can find your boars faster than you can.
Yeah, this is a really tough map to start off, because like sometimes you start off a high pressure set, and you have some time to ease into it. But you start off here. No, you're into it right away. Like, it's immediate battle. I like what Barles is doing on the back here. He's essentially saving the extra deer right next to his TC and just pushing in the deer from the outside. Yeah.
Could have stacked them up to try and push in two there, but I think that's not so consistent in a tournament set. Just going to go one at a time, and then he's going to keep those 4 over there. And they're like close enough to the TC that if he's panicking or making military or having to micro somewhere else, he can just send his villagers out there. He doesn't lose that much efficiency doing that.
Now, there's still another thing here that has to be in the back of Sebastian's mind, because there's a bit of precedent. We've seen people go fast castle with Mongols here. That was mainly in Gold League, but that was something Doubt really liked to do. And if there's one unit that's amazing against... Well, no, if there's 2 units that's amazing against infantry, one would be the Steppe Lancer, which Mongols have. The other one would be Cav Archer, which Mongols have too. So that's not going to be the case for Barles, but that is something that could be on Sebastian's mind at the moment.
Sebastian should have just picked Persians and douched here, dude.
That'll happen in the community tourney, bro. Somebody, I think Orlu brought up yesterday. Go ahead.
I think on this map, it's actually like the problem is space, right? But if you can like luck into some good space and you're up against Romans and you really don't feel like you have a good civ matchup against that, just douching really with any civ,
regardless, yeah,
could be an option. Yeah, it could be an option.
Because everyone goes super light on wood, they go really heavy on food, and they go up super fast. So yeah, UTC drop, it could be dangerous. Ornlu brought up how funny it would be if someone transport TC dropped on Coast Arena. Like, someone just shows up, TC drop behind, forces them to the middle. I think it'd be pretty bad at a high level, but
it'd be even funnier when their transport dies 2 tiles away from being able to drop off the vills. That would be hilarious.
Barles hasn't been able to scout too much because he has a weak scout. And Sebastian will see the barracks.
Could be like, it's probably timing for a drush, but with Mongols, it could just be there so that Barles could go up and then make the range or something. So
Barles went no loom up, which is risky, but he does have loom in queue. So I think he'll have loom in time.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Sebastian doesn't see this. I think there's at least like a 25-30% chance that Barles is just
Sebastian
simply
might
going
go-
fast castle.
Sebastian might go under the TC. No, he's going through the houses. Okay, that's nice. Paths around that. The Drush is coming in at the back. Sorry, Men-at-Arms coming in at the back. Barles still being very sneaky. Sebastian is going for that tower. Will he have the quick walls down in time? What's the Men-at-Arms timing looking like? It's a little bit too late. It's a little too late here.
Yeah, honestly, a couple small details there from Barles that I really liked here. First off, that quick wall is not easy to do. Second, he attacked with his scout. I know he's lost it, but he just wanted to distract Sebastian to see if he was able to pay attention to both things. And third, he also didn't engage and lose his army there underneath the tower. But he's got to be careful. The multitasking is still going to be difficult. And so far, both players, as you might expect in a quarterfinal like this, have been able to play with excellent damage control.
Yeah, and you can see the results of, like, the Mongols bonus. They're keeping pace with the Romans in terms of res collected. But that's going to start to fall off here as that 5% takes full effect. And we have, I think we have more on fish for... Yeah, we have one more on fish for Sebastian right now.
This would be interesting. Something to think about. If you ever have an opportunity here to breathe, getting 2 villagers on stone on the outside can be so nice because they're going to want additional towers. But Sebastian, I think, will be happy. He's playing in towards feudal age against the Mongols when the hunt is run dry. So he's happy with that. He hasn't had to worry about any fast castling or anything. And like we said, I think if Sebastian is playing the same style as the opponent, there's few players better at executing than him. So this should be exactly what he wants to start the series.
Yeah, and he knows that his eco is just going to be better from this point forward. As long as he keeps the villager production up, as long as he doesn't have any excess villager idle time, like, he's going to scale 5% better than Barles is. And Barles will just be trying to match whatever he's doing. He can also go for that second infantry armor if they are having big engagements in the middle. That really helps against the archers as well.
Yeah, I like the confidence there from Barles. Just sees one archer, tries to take whatever opportunity he can find. But good micro from Sebastian. Sebastian's got fletching on the way. He's actually going in for that archer. He almost gets it there. Man, a lot of micro there. Both players really sending it there. These are tiny little advantages, right? And speaking of, Barles is actually healing up the archer inside of the town center. Let's go! That's funny.
I do kind of like the consistency of Barles' eco. He already has 5 farms down.
Yeah.
It might seem pointless to drop farms when you have all the, like, fast resources from the fish. You can see Sebastian sending more villagers out there. But if you ever get pushed off that area, it's nice to have a fallback plan. And farms are just so comfortable to have at the back. So I like that investment already from Barles.
I think I really like it if you then push your opponent off of the fish, right? Like, if you do this and then it stays as is, then it becomes problematic. Barles was late to fletching, but he's able to hold for now, and the man-at-arms are going to go forward. And that's just not an area Sebastian's thinking of defending right now.
Ooh. He pulls away, though. He notices really soon. Barles causing some idle time. Idle time is good as long as you don't throw your men-at-arms. He's throwing his men-at-arms. Tristan?
Yep.
He's throwing his men-at-arms.
He is, but weirdly enough, that's some idle time, and I actually really like the defense there, too. He didn't have any man-at-arms there. He only had a couple archers. He didn't lose the archers. He went skirms in front, archers behind, which isn't easy to do there. But, again, we're counting villagers on shorefish now, and this is where there's a pretty extreme difference. There's 15 on shorefish versus 6. It is going to be a market for Barles, though, so he might actually be onto something. Maybe you just overmine gold and buy the food here.
Yeah, maybe. And then go into what, like...
Lancers.
You can't really play... I mean, step Lancers are going to be tough, because you're going to run out of farming space, and you need a lot of food.
Yeah. Lancers, I don't hate cav archers if the skirmishers aren't already out on the field. That's going to be the problem.
Yeah.
I like the sneakiness from Barles here. If he sends his full army, it's probably a throw. But just getting a little sneak army here could start to distract Sebastian a little. I also love how Sebastian's like, he doesn't even run from the fish. He's like, no, I need my villagers working. And Sebastian clicks up. That is without the market. Just pure efficiency from Sebastian. And Sebastian confidently chasing down the army. And Barles hoping to click up, but still just doesn't have the res yet.
Yeah, this amount of skirmishers is really going to push Barles away from that cav archer idea. And we'll know whether he wants to go cav archers by the amount he sends on gold. Remember, there's only 4 tiles of gold in the base.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're going cav archers long term, you're really going to struggle because they require a ton of gold income.
Just double checking the scouting here. Barles, you're not going to have a lot of time to think. You're going to need gold. You need to see gold. There is that 1 gold on the outside. There's some stone there too. So that's actually nice. Sometimes players who lose their scout as early don't know about some of the resources out there.
Yeah.
But it's Sebastian's resource. I'm still surprised. I keep looking at the resources collected, expecting it to scale better for Sebastian. But his food count's still looking very healthy right now and still has all the mills up on the shorefish. And
I've seen, dude, I see this all the time, and it makes me question gather rates because, especially in Harris sets, right? Someone will be out taking all this free food, faster gather rate, etc. Harris just farming, and his res collected is higher, right? Now, obviously, there's little pieces to this, like better efficiency on wood lines, less idle time with villagers or whatever, but it's remarkably consistent. Even though the food gather rate is slower for farms, it just seems like it works, right? And
well,
Barles is ahead by 500 res collected.
It can be very much a player thing, right? And the thing we have to remember is if Barles can actually get to the hill on Sebastian's side, Sebastian does not have any towers there now in important areas. So, whereas Barles, I mean, I guess his main base is about to look pretty exposed with the wood line, but is actually pretty adaptable here.
Does he just go 1 TC and then step lancers?
Apparently not. He's just bought stone, so I think he's thinking about a second TC.
Camel?
I mean, you're expecting knights from the opponent, so camels make sense. You both have range units, so upgrading your skirms makes sense. I don't know. I find camels, unless you're Hindustanis or something, or Saracens, I find that it could be really awkward to win games with at high-level AoE because they're so useless in all scenarios but attacking the enemy knights.
But they're also, in my opinion, like just not good in a choke point situation, like in the middle here.
Yeah. But I like what Barles is doing. He's defending in key areas. He's got the archer and the camel to the top, which Sebastian's just going to be annoyed by. And another tiny detail which might eventually pay off. He's simply patrolling the man-at-arms and the archers in the back. And yeah, he's bringing us to the top here. This is the issue with Sebastian's strat, is he is just exposed right now.
Here come the men-at-arms back. Sebastian doesn't notice this. He's losing some vills on the fish. He's trying to get vills from Barles, and he's going to get 1, I believe. There's not enough room in that tower. Might get a couple more.
Yeah,
Barles is defending, and Barles is doing so much damage back here. Sebastian does not know.
Dude, Barles barely even knew he was getting the value because his camel wasn't attacking the entire time. So both players really distracted. Sebastian's telling himself he's winning the game with this. But yes, Sebastian, look at your base, bro. Look at your base. Look at that. Dude, he has no farming eco. Like, this is pretty much his food eco, and it's all dying.
The player disconnected at the back, bro. His controller ran out of battery. What the hell? Oh my god, he finally pulls them away, but like that's 6 villager kills.
Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah, there's also a bunch of weak ones. These man-at-arms are coming back for more, dude. And Barles should obviously has recognized that. So any losses he's taking is somewhat acceptable. But this is why you farm. Just in the off chance that moment happens, you have some additional food eco. The thing that is so insane with Sebastian, though, even when his eco is in situations where I think it should be in ruins, somehow he's always producing military. Like, how does he end up with 9 knights, 12 skirmishers? How does he have these numbers versus, like, 7 skirms, 2 camels for Barles? I just don't understand it.
He just doesn't take free losses, right? And then he doesn't, a lot of times he doesn't get greedy with the second town center.
Yeah.
Where we see players fall into that trap where they're gonna have to cut production to try and make vills, and Sebastian just doesn't do that. He only adds it once he's comfortable.
His micro is
he's gonna maybe
too.
Kill some vills here too. He's sniping the camels with the skirms, getting some damage. Has a ton of knights. 3 more knights looping around from the north as well. And this is a devastating position on Barles' economy.
And
on this hill.
Mainly the gold at the moment for Barles. The gold and the woodline. He's got 15 villagers inside the town center. If you would have asked me 2 minutes ago when I saw Sebastian kind of AFK mode losing his eco, I would have thought that this game would go on for a while. But now it's like
If you're
Barles feels like he's out of options.
Barles, you gotta send that knight forward to the fish.
Yeah,
It's not doing any good back here. Like you saw how much damage you got with the last one. He's gonna lose some villagers here, but that knight's not doing anything for this army. Even those camels aren't really doing anything against that. You gotta send him forward, and I think it's a little bit too late, right? Like Sebastian's gonna see this army coming to the middle, and he's gonna be able to defend against it, and he'll be watching his villagers at the back.
Smothering pressure from Sebastian. Just smothering pressure. He had issues at home, but he never hesitated on the front. And yeah, the worker efficiency stat is going to be dipping big time for Barles. And we should mention Barles does have the second TC on the outside. He is on stone. And if you get to Mangadai in this matchup, it's insanely strong. But he would need the castle now. And even still, he's got so much to deal with here. And this is now the state of the game as well, where I think Sebastian could easily boom. Like, his eco is actually looking very nice. Lots of food.
If he just says 1 TC, though, he wins this, right?
Yeah, siege.
1 TC,
siege here.
siege workshop?
Yeah, agreed.
Or maybe even, like, pikemen, just first armor upgrade.
Yeah, I don't hate just adding in a couple monks with your knights, and then the camels can never engage, right? So, but yeah, siege workshop would feel nice. It feels like he is trending towards bigger economy. You see horse collar, so he will farm. I saw him collecting stones, so I think his plan is a TC, and yeah, he'll TC on the back. So no siege, but I mean, Barles has got issues here, man. His farms are super idle. He's dropping a tower there, which is just
he's finally going for the raid. Big losses from Sebastian incoming if Barles notices this.
Ooh.
And he does. The villagers are so weak here. They're so weak.
If Barles can just fortify up and make towers, which he's made more than anyone this season, maybe this starts to get questionable for Sebastian, and Sebastian spends a lot of his time
look at the food
dealing with the raids.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
At the same time, I don't know, is one tower enough? With one tower with just fletching, by the way, no bodkin, is that enough to defend the gold? Sebastian will clear the camels. Sebastian still got 31 military. 13 villagers behind. So that's... If Barles can do that one more time, like send something to the north, which he doesn't know about, that could be really nice.
And Sebastian hasn't found that second TC either.
Yeah. I mean, I love the fight from Barles. First off, you should fight because it's the quarterfinals and you have to get the nerves out of your system. But also...
You've also killed a bunch of ills.
Yeah, you killed a bunch of ills, and then also you should remember that the score is likely a lot of scouting from Sebastian. That auto scout is moving there, and even if players know, sometimes they lose confidence based on the score, but that's probably adding an extra 500 score for Sebastian at the moment.
21 knights, though, dude. 21 knights, and Sebastian just manages his poor food economy by sending more villagers to the fish.
Yeah.
It's a risk, but it's a risk you got to take because you know your opponent is really struggling as well and probably can't afford military either, right? Like, if Barles had been producing knights here and had 4 or 5 knights and sent them to the north there, we could see a complete collapse of Sebastian's eco.
You're right, though. If Sebastian had siege, this is game over. He just needs to push the main base. He seems pretty content to just recover his vill losses now. But Barles is still saving up for the castle. He technically has the time here, right? The vill count's there. He has the market. Buy it and build it right in front of your TC.
Yeah,
before this gets worse.
Running on a timer here because he's just waiting from Barles' POV. Like, there should be siege here.
Yeah,
I think he'd probably be surprised there's no siege follow-up. And he's just waiting for the siege. He's trying to get a little greedy with the castle. He finally has enough stone, and he puts it at the backside of his TC because he does not feel confident at all putting it at the front. And it's probably a good decision because this is a lot of military.
No, that's a great decision. I would always delete my forward 2 farms and build a castle there, but there's a very good chance Sebastian just sees it and fights anyways because there's not enough army there from Barles. So, and also, this castle position better protects the fish behind. So now you can recover some food eco all of a sudden.
I mean, a little bit. If those knights just go a little to the south, with the +2 armor, they can rip through all of those vills, and they can just ignore those 5 monks there.
I don't know. There's a part of me that'd be a little bit worried if you're Sebastian. He's playing super confident, but this is not a matchup that scales well for the Romans in terms of their tech tree.
I mean, he needs to take some fights with this military.
Yeah.
Right now, he's just chilling. He's trying to get his eco back on track. He thinks Barles eco, because he didn't see that second TC early, he probably thinks that Barles eco is, you know, on par with him, or maybe 10 villagers ahead, not 16.
How much of this is just he sees he's got a 1,300 score lead and thinks he's even with Vils?
Maybe.
Like, this score lead could actually hurt you if you're Sebastian now, because you don't feel you have to be aggressive. There's a tower for Barles
over there.
Yeah.
There's not enough here for Barles to protect. Like, if those knights come in, they can just sit under these TCs. They can kill all those villagers under that tower. I don't think he needs to be too nervous about it.
Let's see if he backs away.
Devotion would be a good tech too.
But if you have 28 knights, who cares if you give up 4? I would just fight.
Exactly.
Like, but players don't think like that. They don't want to give any advantages to their opponent, and monks can scare them off.
Well, I mean, also there's a case of, like, you give them 4 knights and those knights turn around and go to your fish.
Yeah, true.
And then you're like, why did I give him the knights, you know?
Yeah, I think Sebastian's gearing up to attack the town center. He's not seeing any military from Barles whatsoever. He's got +2 armor.
The monks as well.
Oh, and there he goes. That's so good from Sebastian. The skirms are waiting for the monks.
The monks are out of position.
Well, the monks can't fight because the skirms are there. And now the monks will come over just to go after the knights. Barles is doing his best to repair. The skirms will run over to take the monks. The monks might actually have to keep running and get into the TC, weirdly enough, if they want to save themselves here.
No, they're dead. There's not enough room in that TC. He didn't get a single knight.
No.
Sick play from Sebastian. Running cover with the skirms. Look at all those bodies. And he's just sitting under this TC with +2 armor. He knows he's going to kill a ton of villagers here, even if he loses all of his knights. He's got 4 TCs behind now, producing, and he's finally starting to drop some farms.
Sebastian said, why would I add siege when I have knights? But seriously, though, 1 ram, and you probably have a lot more knights surviving here. He's lost 11 knights, 12 knights now to the TC. Barles is desperately repairing, but I don't think he has enough time to repair. If he repairs, the villagers will get shot by the skirms.
Imagine being that villager they send out to repair. It's like, no, you'll be fine, dude. You'll be fine, bro. Here's a hammer. Here's a helmet. Let's go.
Oh, dude. I mean, that's why they keep taking turns, which at least is the fair way to do it. All the monks are dead as well. Tower from Barles. Honestly, killing 17 knights with a town center is not too bad. He still did some counter damage. Mangadai found a couple villager kills, it seems, but, like,
good,
it's just been nonstop slaughter here.
Good defense from Sebastian to keep some skirms back there to deal with the Mangadai as well.
But he had, like, what, 5 skirms before, and now he's got 20. It's insane just how quickly Sebastian gets his military units out. And he's queuing up more knights, and he's got farms everywhere now as well, so...
After all is said and done, Barles does have the castle up. He's got 79 villagers against 72. Eco upgrades are even until that second wood upgrade comes in. He's behind on res collected significantly, but he has potential for mobility, and mobility kind of destroys Romans as you get later on in the game.
I think the issue is... It's not just knights now. There's skirms again, so now you need to wait. You need to go like back into camels or lancers or something like that. Look at the idle time for Barles. We've got a 39-minute game. Barles has had 3 hours and 15 minutes of idle time just because of how idle he's been in and out of these towers and town centers.
And he loses the Mangadai to the TC. Oh, that's his counter raid right there. Should have gone to the fish.
I don't think he's expecting anything there, right? He's not expecting the TC he died to, but there's actually another TC there as well. And Sebastian is going for a 5th town center as he's raiding Barles. And Barles has put up a good fight here, but felt like he needed some counter damage here. And Sebastian getting a pretty significant raid here. Barles might now be thinking about tapping out.
Yep. I mean, he's cleared the knights. I think he can manage skirms. Skirm knight is a problem. He's cleared it with the castle. More skirms are coming in from the other side with monks. He can't really access the fish at all. Still no stone income at all for Barles at the moment, so towers and castles are going to be really tough. and he's microing one Magnet.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw that.
Shots, like.
Well, he's got a lot of time to focus on that because he's literally nothing else at the moment. Yeah, he just doesn't have the food eco. Before, Barles had farms, and that was the positive. But now you look at Sebastian's eco, and pretty much every TC's got farms around it now. And he's still got the fish, so his eco is amazing.
About to go up.
Yeah,
he can
so
just
good.
shift Q, food, and he's up to him.
Well, this is... We said the styles for the upcoming maps, very different. We have the closed maps for Barles, the open hybrid maps for Sebastian. It's clear to me that Barles felt he needed extremes here, right? Like the lane. That lane was a huge start to the game. And ever since early feudal, Sebastian's looked more than comfortable. Outposts around the map for Sebastian. Sebastian just doesn't lose from these positions. We've seen him beat amazing players. Last season in TTL, I think everyone forgets this. The player that took Hera closest to defeat was Sebastian. Sebastian lost 3-2 to Hera, and that 5th game was really, really close. And then I think Hera, swept the finals or something. So, he's a really good player.
I have seen Barles come back from similar positions like this where you think there's no way, and he rats his way back. But not against a guy like Sebastian that's just going to keep pushing him. Like, I saw it 2 games in a row in Warlords against Nikov, where he was completely dead.
Yep.
And then he rat his way back with towers. But this one seems to be done. I think this is a GG on imp type of territory here for Barles.
What I love about Sebastian is he has the lead, and he just keeps it. Like, he doesn't have to... He's like, all right, I don't need to do that one thing to kill you right now. I'm going to outpost everywhere. He thinks, how can I lose this game? And then he addresses those concerns. And the main thing would be surprise or vision. So, yeah, fixing that everywhere he goes. And it makes sense for Barles not to tap because he hasn't taken any significant damage over the last few moments. Because Sebastian has taken his foot off the gas. But, no, I'm with you. I think if it's not on imp, it's when the first trebs come out and you start to lose your castle. That's when you're kind of forced to call it quits here.
Kablooey.
Nope.
I never said kablooey in my life, but there we go.
GG. Well
Sebastian,
played.
1-0. Perfect game.
Yeah, seriously. I honestly felt like Barles also had a really good game. And I hope that's not the storyline for Barles if he loses this quarterfinal. Like, congrats, you had a great game, says your dad to you after you get crushed in the sports game. But no, the counterattacks kept him in this game. That was really smart. Yes. The random knights and the man-at-arms, that kept him in the game. But when Sebastian is on, and he's clearly on, you have to fight him straight up. And that's what he failed to do. So, something to keep in mind. I think Barles is not going to be able to just play these little counterattacks against Sebastian's style. Luckily, the next maps are very different than that one, though. So, here we are, game 2. So, yeah, obviously now, even more important for Barles, he's got to tie it up. He has 2 maps like this, where this is his specialty. He is one of the best players when it comes to the extremes of closed maps. We've got Bypass here, and Spanish and Turks. The 2 civs that have maybe given AoE2 players the most nightmares in terms of castle drops, and there's an opening right through the middle.
Well, the thing about the opening is you can't build on that sand terrain, folks. So a lot of people will come forward and just wall off their opponent, or just double or triple layer stonewall their own side. I think Mihai did that in round 1. I was really impressed. I think he played Turks, fast feudal stonewall into fast imp, if I remember correctly.
Yep, that's exactly what it was against Vivi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now with Turks, you've got a lot of options here. You could go for that Janissary play, you could go for the fast imp, or you could go for the boom Lightcav approach, because your opponents think you're going for fast timing, and then try and control the map that way.
I'm just not even thinking about this in terms of the civs options. If I were Barles, I'd also even be thinking about this as what would the hamster do, right? What would the player who doesn't like the closed maps as much, like an Arabia player? So, in theory, if Sebastian's as well-rounded as we're saying he is, Sebastian could play the more boomy style as well. But I can't help but feel like there's going to be some type of extreme here from him. But I don't know. It does feel very awkward to invest into a castle and then have your castle just be at home while that is still really close to the enemy. It oftentimes what makes a castle build strong is the position of the castle. And a defensive castle, that doesn't mean you can't be walled out. It could really slow down how fast you can push.
So who do you think is going to be the aggressor this game? It's going to be Sebastian again?
I think Barles will brace himself for impact. I think he will wait for whatever pressure is going to come in. That's his style. I'm still debating on what Sebastian would want to do here. I'm also just waiting to see how many villagers he puts on wood and stuff to get a feel for his build. I don't really know. The best players usually are not actually going all in here. And I think Sebastian's got that much confidence in himself. But we have seen some tower rushing and some archers from Spanish before to like pressure the front in some capacity. And if there would be pressure from Sebastian, he doesn't know. But the gold is actually pretty far forward for Barles.
Who was it that did the Romans push with like double siege workshop?
Oh,
and they were up against, they swept the player.
it was Gold League, I believe. Or was it Platinum?
It was Gold
Wide.
because the player got
Wide
Yeah.
versus Prisma. But there was an Ethiopians one. I don't know. There might have been a Romans one as well.
No, it wasn't Wide versus Prisma. I didn't watch that.
All right, well, funny one there. So Wide went 20 Vil FC with Ethiopians into pretty much like idle TC, double siege workshop, one ram, full scorpions. And he did it against Prisma. Prisma was like Vietnamese, going fast castle standard, just died to it. Fast forward.
Oh, no. It was Mihai against Dark. It was Mihai that went Romans against Dark, and he was Cumans. And Dark made like 4 TCs.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was Dark. There's been multiple instances where we've seen humans on this map, and it has not gone well for humans. It's like, and we've seen the variety. I've seen people go for the 2 TCs in their base. That was a nightmare. But then I've also seen someone try and sneak to the outside, but it's like your starting TC just gets eaten. So, oh man,
wow. Barles is pushing from Narnia.
Wow, he
And
really
same with
is.
Sebastian. Yeah, they're both doing it.
Yeah, they're both like, this is just confidence in your builds and in your game plans. I don't think you push in these zebras if you're going fast feudal at all. That's insane though that they're both doing that at the moment.
Sebastian goes to stone. It's going to be a castle.
All right. I mean, if you try and play like have builds against a castle drop build, I think you struggle massively. Because you don't really have the tools to deal with it.
Well, I don't know if there's going to be a drop. It'll be a castle. I don't know where you drop it.
Yeah, I mean, a defensive castle, I guess. Wow, this is really fast. This is way faster than I thought. This
Holy,
is almost
22 Vils?
This is almost like the Phosphor style builds where he would end up selling res here. Sebastian, no, the zebra. No, don't open the gate. Okay, he's oh no, don't reset.
It's fine. It's not resetting. But the other one's coming back. He's gotta be, get in there. Get it. Now close the gate.
Close the gate. Close the gate.
No. Oh my god.
Dude,
my god.
He's playing Zookeeper right now. This isn't even Age of Empires.
Dude, I feel like we were a zookeeper and we were like, the zebra was attempting to escape the zoo.
It's really, we don't get
yelling
paid.
at the guy at the front desk that gets paid like $12.50 an hour.
I was just gonna say, we don't get paid enough for this. There's like 3 employees at the zoo who've like got knee replacements because of these 2 freaking zebras.
Yeah. Then you're happy that like the toddlers slowed it down while it trampled him.
Oh man, the goat gets a big thank you by just getting eaten underneath the TC. But this food is going to be necessary for Sebastian if he wants to go up like this. But honestly, the build's been very, very nice. He should have the res to click up here. The zebra's still trolling him right now.
Oh, rookie mistake, dude. What you got to do in this situation is you put the goat in the line of the path of the zebra so that it slightly bumps outwards. So then you can push it in.
Well, you say that. They made a change, dude. The animals get stuck on wood lines and walls and edges of map and stuff, and it's really annoying. We actually had to
Dude, this is-
instill a restart rule on migration once because of that patch. But here goes
This is
Sebastian.
very fast for Sebastian. I don't like the fact he didn't gather 10 gold. If he was going to do this, he should have gathered 10 gold.
Yeah, the little classic detail at little arena trick. I mean, nice thing for Sebastian, he doesn't really need loom because he's not leaving his base. He's got some extra food now because of the zebras. And yeah, like Barles is going... He's going light cav, which is the map control style, to control the map, get the relics, and expand to late game. But, like, I'm worried about his gold position. I'm worried that those houses and palisades are not going to be enough. I mean, conquistadors could be insane. I think Barles needs to have monks ASAP against this. And then maybe some stone walls to protect.
Yeah, you need like triple layer stonewall though, because he can just petard through.
I wonder...
I mean, Sebastian's eco is going to be really bad, bro. Like, he can't get this castle forward. That's the problem with this, like, super fast up in the castle.
Is it too fast to the point where Barles will... I can't tell if it helps or hurts you, but imagine you're Barles and you see the up times. Are you expecting a castle drop is even possible, or do you think it's just straight boom or something?
I think he'll know. I think Barles could pull off this build.
Okay. Well, Barles sees the zebra.
I think he'll just, like, for that fast, for an extra TC, it doesn't really make sense, right?
Can we just stop the war?
Oh, it's going back.
Oh, the zebra.
Oh my god.
Barles to save the zebra. That's funny. And Barles was about to get the light cav upgrade, so Sebastian couldn't stay out there for very long.
With this eco, how on earth can Sebastian get the castle age, afford the wood upgrade, still produce villas, and get the castle up at a reasonable time?
It's perfectly at the limit.
That's so good.
This is the limit. I think you go any faster and you have issues.
Well, I mean, he's still at 10 seconds of idle TC, but at the end of the day, that's not that much.
That's acceptable. Light cav upgrade will come in a moment here for Barles. Is Sebastian going castle in the back?
Yeah, he's gonna put it at the back.
Ooh.
And he shows him. He says, hey.
What's up?
Push me.
Well, a couple things on this. First off, you show your opponent, which doesn't seem great. But also, I kind of like it because you could still push the middle. Like, the conquistadors don't have to go to the outside. You just can. It also protects you on the outside if you get pushed for later. I don't know, though. I think it gives Barles a lot of time to make decisions. And now Barles knows you're on a castle, knows you'll have a worse economy, and can kind of take the next 2 minutes to brace himself for whatever pressure could come.
Yeah, and he's got a TC going up on stone as well. So if he wants more stone for like stone walls through the middle, I think that's going to be really important.
Yeah.
Conquistador is already coming out here. It does also make the distance to the outside of Barles' base a little bit closer for Sebastian to put the castle at the back. So there's a lot of versatility there. The problem for me is that he showed that to Barles so quickly.
True.
So Barles has like the extra 2 minutes to get ready.
I think my instincts would tell me Sebastian will go outside with the conks. But Barles has showed a lot of willingness to go for guard tower defense, so maybe that explains the town center on the stone. The conquistador did attack the house there. Actually, did it hit anything? I can't even tell if it connected.
Barles killed the scout. Nice.
It's kind of a weird detail. I think Sebastian tried to hit a house to set off the attack signal, and it missed. Because I'm not seeing any HP missed on the walls.
No,
there.
It missed. I watched it. It missed.
Okay.
Yeah, it 100% missed. Now Barles is going for the stone walls. If the conch was there, he could stop this and make life a little bit more difficult. But it's not.
And the conchs are just going to the outside, where, I mean, Sebastian is assuming there's going to be some relics being collected, but Barles is not going for the monastery here. But Sebastian will, and Sebastian's going to go for the new missionaries, which can now pick up the relics. Conquistadors could also protect the stones and golds on the sides. So Sebastian could get the relics, and he could go for TCs on the sides. He is actually going for a town center right there on the gold. If Barles were to see that, that could be 3 villager kills, because there's no loom. But Barles he doesn't see it. He's just more focused on the relics. And yeah, Conquistadors go attack the house again. There they actually hit. Barles already has the stone walls, and there's the missionary
Good loom timing.
with the relic.
Yeah, really good loom timing. I think the university was kind of for guard tower at this point.
It definitely was.
Might want to, or guard tower or ballistics maybe.
Yeah, for Barles, he's just thinking, my eco has got to be way better than his. Investing into a couple towers is not going to slow me down that much. Honestly, though, I think that tower is a little unnecessary. But it's easy to overreact against Conquistadors. I feel like...
I mean, I think that tower just... Because the TC can't range some of the spots that the conks can sit to idle your stone.
Yeah.
So I think that tower is just comfort, right?
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I think where Turks are most dangerous is early Imperial Age, fighting through the middle on this map. I think Mihai maybe had it wrong the other day, choosing to play through the outside. So if Barles agrees with that statement, he's like, go ahead, take the relics. I'll try and deny the relics as long as possible, kill a couple missionaries, but I'm going to go imp and push the middle. And I don't think Sebastian's necessarily prepared when that day comes.
Yeah, and if Sebastian wants to apply pressure to Barles' superior eco, he's going to have to do it from the outside. So that university, getting the tower up already, getting ballistics, and then eventually getting guard towers, means that, like, he can't push as forward as he might want to. And he can't just blindly come in with the conks either.
Yeah, I mean, the relics will come in eventually for Sebastian, in theory. But there's still the occasional Lycav roaming around from Barles. I already saw him kill one missionary earlier, so he fully understands the situation. I'm a little surprised to see ballistics now, to be honest.
I think he might want to play into, like, cav archers later. He goes for the castle at the back.
I mean, he saw conks in the north where he built the tower, so he's concerned about that area.
I mean, he knows his eco is very far ahead at the moment. So he can, like, afford to go for ballistics for safety. He doesn't have to min-max it, I think, in this situation. As he finds another missionary, can he kill it?
No.
My conks would have missed. My conks would have hit that zebra, dude, from one tile away. I don't know what kind of hacks Sebastian has here. Mine would have absolutely whiffed on that light cav.
I mean, if that's not a missionary, that obviously is a relic laying on the ground. So now Sebastian can get the value from that relic, get the other relic. Pretty soon it'll be 4. Town center's on the outside, where he's actually making use of some of the food as well. And that could be relic number 5. So, yeah, clock is officially starting to tick here for Barles. He's ahead, but he has to prep for damage. And as we say it,
cav archer.
Sebastian is going to start to stonewall the middle, which feels perfect time. Like, we're right at the point where Barles could be on the way to imp, or Barles could be making military. I like cav archer, though.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to compete with the gunpowder, the Conquistador, but also the mobility of the Conquistador is half the reason it's so strong, and cav archers can at least match that.
Dude, these missionaries look like an old lady driving. Has it got, like, her head below the steering wheel as he's trying to carry that relic back?
Honestly, I could kind of see it.
Do I turn here?
Also, if you ever catch a missionary running perfectly north, I'm very childish, but it kind of looks like the donkey ears are the ears of the monk on the missionary. Just wait for it. You call him a monk, you call him a missionary. I guess he's the missionary on a donkey. But you have to see the missionary going perfectly north, and then you'll see what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm not paying attention to the game at all. Only this.
It's really awkward. He's not going to go to the north again.
Oh.
The directions, you'll know when you see it, all right? You'll know when you see it.
It's like one of those, it's like the gamer girl headphones with the little cat ears on them.
I'm a little disappointed that I immediately knew what you were talking about, but yes.
Sorry, gamer headphones. There could be guys out there that have those as well.
Yes, it's true. Honestly, if you wore one of those headphones, that's exactly what it would look like, because we'd have the bald head and the headphones. So, anyways,
okay,
Conquistador
let's not get carried away.
Yeah, Conquistador sniped the cav archers. I guess that was just some expensive scouting there from Barles, but I mean, he's taking some damage on the gold back here. He's gonna bring the cav archers in to clear this. He is on the way to imp, but to be honest, there's been a lot of moves from Barles, which feels like he's a little worried and shaky.
How do you hit that? How do you hit that shot?
Bro, you need to have a therapy session where you just like kill things with conquistadors because you clearly are very traumatized by the inaccuracy.
It's awful,
Like
I have like hundreds of clips of watching a conch from 1 tile away whiff by 6 tiles.
It's funny what bothers
crazy.
you. Like for you, it's the conchs. For me, it's zebras getting stuck on wood lines. Oh man, it tilts me so much. Watching Sebastian have to delete a piece of his wall when the zebra was stuck earlier really bothered me.
Yeah, but you're trying to min-max your build and stuff like that. I'm just trying to, do what the unit was intended to do from a reasonable distance.
Yes, conquistadors are so underpowered. It's so horrible. They never kill anything.
They are when they miss. How are the imp timings so close here? Holy cow.
Well, that's what I'm driving at here, right? Like Barles is making Cav Archer, which is wood and golds. And he did have the superior eco, but it's actually been pretty nice from Sebastian. He gets the relics. He has some of the outside locked down, and well, I guess here comes Barles. I was wrong. Barles is not going to push middle. Barles is actually going to push the right side here with the CA.
Whiff, miss, hit.
Barles is going aggressive with this castle, and Sebastian has seen it a long way because of the outposts. And the micro from Sebastian's with the missionary there is actually very nice because it gave his conch some extra opportunities for hits. I don't know about this, man. That's just 4 Cav Archers. He just shot the zebra.
Isn't in as well, and you can tell they've been missing a lot. Bracers coming in. There's a defensive castle from Sebastian. He'll send his conchs forward to try and deny that if he can. Final wood upgraded coming in for Barles, so hyper efficient eco for him.
Yeah. As long as he gets the castle up, it's fine. He wants to pressure the outside. He wants instant bombard cannons. He will drop the siege workshops behind this. Castle's up. Should also make a treb. And so Barles knows he's on the clock, so to speak. He knows that the 5 relics are going to be a problem, but he also knows there's so much stone and gold on the outside to lock down.
So the problem I see here for Sebastian is a transition if he wants to make one, right? So it's going to take him time to get into Cavalier. Barles has been making Cav Archers for a long time. He's fully on wood gold composition. And Sebastian will need to drop stables. He will need to get the blacksmith upgrades. He's going to need to get potentially paladin at some point, although that's very expensive. I think there is, the next few minutes, an opportunity for Barles to push this all back.
I think Barles needs to see these stables, because I would be thinking more conquistadors, or I would be thinking
Skirms or something, right?
Skirms, exactly.
Yeah.
He could technically see those 2 knights in there.
Does he see it? He sees the stables.
Sees it. Yeah.
He sees 3.
Very strong
Camel
argument.
Immediately.
Yeah, I was going to say very strong argument to go heavy camel immediately. That's what Barles will do. And also, you need to wall here. Barles is really good at that, but walling in front of the bombard cannons is the key. You can't have the Cavalier sniping your bombard cannons or your trebs here.
He didn't see many Cavalier there. And he sees a couple chasing after him, so he knows that the final armor upgrade is just now in. I think you actually kind of want those Cavalier to come in at this point. If you keep the Cav Archers near.
Yeah, but that's a big if.
Not if the Cav Archers are leaving, though. Oh, Barles, bad timing there.
Sometimes you just try and do too much, right? That's an example where I think you leave your Cav Archers there. It's a better situation. You just build 1 gate or 2, and it's a better situation. But what a swing. The siege will go down for Barles. Sebastian's castle is actually going to stand, and Barles will lose his castle. That's horrible for Barles.
Barles just needed less clicks there. Like, if these Cavalier come in to charge your bombard cannons, even without a wall in front, if the Cav Archers are there, he's just fed you the majority of his Cavalier army. And you probably don't lose the Treb as well. But now you lose everything. You lose the castle, you lose the siege, and Sebastian feels free to try and clear this area up.
Also, the other thing for Barles is he really does not have a lot on gold at the moment. He doesn't have the side golds, or he's never been able to mine any of it, and he has no relics. And for Sebastian, he now can freely make conquistadors again. He's still taking gold and stone on this side. And the one thing which is super cool from him, he's got vision everywhere. So he can actually see that Barles is starting to come to the north with a bombard tower, which I like. But what I don't like for Barles is the lack of structure to the situation now. It feels like he's trying to, like, take a risk to get to the north. He has no TC there. He can't push the south. And this is all leading up towards better options for Sebastian. Sebastian can go Halb, he can go Skirm, he can go Elite Conquistador or Paladin.
Finally, Thumb Ring, man. That would have helped so much for these Cav Archers. They're not heavy Cav Archer. They still have 50% accuracy, right? It helps on the fire rate as well.
Yeah, but those camels...
And the camels only have the first armor upgrade, so they just get ripped through.
It's a problem when you try and combine expensive tech options, is it just takes so much time to get them fully upgraded, because none of the upgrades apply to the other. And Sebastian will kill more bombard cannons. I mean, how many bombard cannons has Barles lost here? He still only has 15 Cav Archers, and he's only got 6 camels now. He will hit a wall with resources soon. He's almost out of gold, and gold in the north isn't really even locked down with town centers yet.
Town center just now going up. There's a bombard tower there with some Cav Archers. Barles walls in the villagers.
Smart. Smart.
But here come the Trebs in the south. Lot of stables up now for Barles, but only 6 camels and still only that first armor upgrade. He's struggling.
I think a player in Sebastian's position, or other players in Sebastian's position, would maybe have canceled some of these Cavalierian queue and clicked the Paladin upgrade. Because you've definitely got a window here where you can fight the camels and the Cav Archers before they're both fully upgraded if you have only Paladin. But he wants the numbers because he wants to continue to pressure the north. And whoa, that is a really long distance shot there from the bombard tower. Yeah, Sebastian will deny the north with the castle. Beautiful.
Still no heavy Cav Archer. Still no second armor on the camels coming in right now.
The timings that Barles was building up towards this game was the push where he lost the bomber cannons and the Trebs. And ever since, he's just been reeling and trying to recover. And as we said in game 1, Sebastian does not get the lead, typically, and give the opponent a way back into the game.
Yep. And if you see your opponents like massing into cavalry, I think you just have to play with patience there, right? Because you're like your comp you're building up towards is going to be able to beat that, and you're going to get there faster than he is if you save your siege.
The problem is the situation doesn't allow for patience because you need to push the golds because you have no relics and you're running out of golds. It's part of why I felt, imagine you just ignore the sides. Like maybe Hussar raid the sides, but then you just go right through the heart of Sebastian's eco. Like right into that food eco. Maybe that's not worth it, but it would have made life a little bit simpler for Barles. He wouldn't have ever needed to take the risk with the bomber cannons. And Sebastian was never expecting that.
Paladin.
Yeah, Paladin. The Spanish have a crazy late game. They can go for their own bombard towers. They have fully upgraded trash with halbs and skirms. And then obviously the Paladin upgrade. Sebastian sees the Hussars here. The raids will come in for Barles, or so he tries.
Good quick wall.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's so good. And Barles has to back away. On that note, though, I think you need to stonewall that. Too many players are allowing that path. Just stonewall and gate behind your castle. There should be no way through for those Hussars.
We're going to be looking at this game and looking back at that moment where he sniped all the siege. If the castle goes down from Sebastian, Barles owns this area.
Barles owns this area and then could easily just deny the north with the tower or two that he had. Like the only reason Sebastian gained the north when he did, it was because he already locked down the south. This is why a lot of people get those relics, because the relics also pay off for you. And here's Sebastian with Paladin. Not an easy choke point to engage into. This is maybe the best fight that Barles could ask for.
Still no heavy CA for Barles, but he is up on the hill. Still only 10 attack from those Cav Archers, and it's 7 Pierce armor from the Paladins.
The Paladins just so strong. I mean, it's a unit that can fight multiple types of units here. Cav Archer and Camel should be very good against this, but Barles has never been able to get the numbers. Most of the army in the meat shield there was just Hussar, which cannot compete with the Paladin. And Dave, there's bomber cannons in these siege workshops that will just eject once the siege workshops go down, and the Paladin should be able to feast. The Trebs are getting sniped, though, so that's good. And the bombard tower's got a couple kills, but yeah, bombard cannons will go down.
I mean, where's the gold for Barles, right? And now his woodline. is exposed to the conks. He's forced to go for a bombard tower there to defend.
Yep.
But GG comes in from Barles. To me, all comes back. I don't have an issue with the strategy from Barles. I think it would have worked for sure. Just all comes back to Sebastian sniping that siege for free.
Agreed.
He lost like 4 Cavalier doing that. Barles just got a little bit impatient. He moved with the Cav archers for a second. He didn't wall off his siege, and game over.
2 gates, or sorry, 1 gate and a wall, and
Or just
stand
don't
ground
move
on
the
your
CA.
CA. Yeah, just
Yep.
and it's easy for us to say from up here, but some at the highest level, everyone wants to do. They want to do a lot at once, and there are the rare situations where you just need to keep it simple. As Michael Scott once said, "Keep it simple, stupid." Not calling Barles stupid. Not not trying to be disrespectful. It's a quote from his show, but yeah, he didn't simplify his approach there. Sebastian wasn't anywhere near Paladin at that point, right? So if he loses the castle, gets pushed off the golds, he probably never gets to Paladin. He might lose his stables as a result, and all of his stables were over here. But my feeling was Sebastian's like, for however good Barles is on open maps, I think Sebastian is like 1 or 2 points higher on closed maps. That was still really nice build. The castle position, the confidence, right? To actually boom into late game against Barles was amazing. Okay, we're into it now. It's not a king, it's a queen. You lose your queen, you're defeated here. Obviously, Barles needs a win. And we are just a little bit confused why Barles would pick Armenians, because it's not known as a very good late game civ.
I mean, with the water involved, controlling the center of the map, it could be better than if this was just a land map, right? You get the dronements out and everything like that, but
Yeah.
still have to kind of wonder what Sebastian is cooking here. Or sorry, Barles is cooking here. And whether he thought Sebastian would go for Burmese here as well. Because there were other options, right? He could have gone for Portuguese, could have gone for Italians, could have gone Persians on this map. Maybe Burmese catches him off guard. Maybe Armenians was meant to counter something else.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens with this map. You start with the pre-built farms, a bunch of vills, and different resources. So kind of hard to get a gauge, but actually we have a barracks for Sebastian. So you have just enough wood to go barracks, dock, and lumber camp. I think that's literally all your wood. And so Sebastian does not want to play the standard fast castle style. I guess the plan for the militia would maybe be to go get the unloomed villagers next to the dock, but you have to be kind of careful too, because the dock can still fire arrows when you're a tile or 2 away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So annoying though, until you play it. Like, it's so easy to lose villagers here or lose your boar because the boars are right outside the gate. There's so much multitasking. But here come the militia for Sebastian. And I don't think Barles is expecting this. That tower has a lot of range, though. So if Barles sees any activity here, he can instantly run towards his tower. Maybe
Yeah, and he
protect
sees
his
the
vills.
militia.
Yeah.
He is instantly brings the villagers back. So that tower is going to get some good damage output here. There's still no loom on the villagers. He can't afford it because you start with 0 gold. Sebastian trying to lame that villager is taking some damage. Does this guy get inside? He doesn't. Nice job from Sebastian under the threat of that tower.
Does that seem practice to you, that whole interaction? Because to me, my instinct would say that's like a 13 range tower. I'm never going to kill the vill. He noticed me, and I would back off. And he seemed to feel like there was a lot of chances there he could still get the villager kill.
The more range the tower has, the less likely it is to hit when you're moving, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
So, more time you have to react to it.
Queen is got to second guess her choices here for Sebastian.
They should be, dude, they should make kings and queens able to lure boars, but they still take like the 15 damage or whatever.
So you take the risk, you use your life to bring in the boar.
That's totally a caster balance
Yes.
change right there, by the way. That's beautiful for Sebastian. So he's going to take control of the middle area.
Well, you know, like pro players would get cocky with it too. So I think that we would actually see people use it. They already use it to scout a lot.
Yo wouldn't use it.
Yeah, dude.
Yo would instantly garrison that, dude.
I was I was talking to Lucho before he played Yo about his upcoming set, And Lucha was like, yo, banned Tulu every time, which is really weird. And I
No, it's not.
I said to Lucho, it's not weird at all. Yo has a history, bro. I was like, that is one map you're not going to need to worry about. Mr. Yo's terrified of losing his king.
Dude, look at the resources here for Barles. Look at the comparison. So we have investment from Sebastian, and Barles up just behind him is going to go up to Castle Age quite comfortably as well.
Is it comfortable? What's his wood situation right now? He needs the market. He's late with the wood for the blacksmith. And we're about to see 4 Burmese man-at-arms and a scout attacking the house near the wood line.
True. I thought he already had the blacksmith placed.
It's
just the market. Yeah, that's a little awkward.
It's always so painful. You have the res to go up, but you're just missing the wood, and then your wood gets pressured.
Yeah. He stonewalls it, though. That's a good response. It's also painful here with Armenians, right? Because you see you're floating all that food, and you're like, I want that wood upgrade. But then you're like, no, dude, I need the 50 wood for the blacksmith.
Also could be rather awkward, his gold. Well, there's many golds you can go to, but that gold is also there. Sebastian also added
delete
fire
the wall
ships.
at the back so he can gather the gold to
Dude,
the
I'm
card
seeing
instead of going to the TC.
The fire ship edition reminds me of what
There's no
ACCM
stonewall
did.
there! Oh my god.
Oh, I looked away. I didn't even think.
So close to getting in.
I was scratching an itch there. I had my mouse, my hand off the mouse. I didn't even think there was any problems here. But yeah, the fires are a nice touch because we know Barles isn't going to add any ships right now because he needs his wood for everything else. So the dock's going to go down much faster. And oh man, it just Sebastian seems inevitable right now. He even killed a villager there. Oh, that was on the random deer. The other deer's also kind of near the wall too. That's painful.
Stuck.
Honestly, I think Sebastian doesn't even need any more investment. You make a couple more archers, but you're happy with that. Just balance your resources. And then you'll cut out to the outside. Maybe send a scout around to collect those buffalo. And Barles is up, though. Still hasn't chopped to the outside. These trees have 200 wood instead of 100, so that will take a little bit longer here.
Look at the res collected advantage here for Sebastian. A lot of idle time for Barles, plus the fish, plus the instant wood upgrade for Burmese.
If this is game number 1, do you think Barles is a bit sharper? Do you think this is maybe the series adding up a bit mentally for him?
Yeah.
I think
it's motivated as well. And there's a sick tower from Sebastian just out of range of the tower from Barles. Threatens the gold as well. Barles will be forced into like a fortified church to push that back potentially.
Yeah, I mean, momentum is so critical in AoE. In the game, but also in the set. And I think Barles felt he really needed that lame in the first game to get the fast start. Then he lost that game. He's probably, all right, it's fine. We'll get him back. And he might still be thinking about the bombard cannons. Look at the queen, Dave. Look at the queen. People think I'm crazy, but you know exactly where she's going. We talked about this. She's looking for the freaking water buffalo. I swear. If that becomes common, maybe you pick humans to go scouts for the outside.
You said she's looking for the water buffalo. I zoomed in and she's shaking her head. She's not looking for that.
Well, they're not through yet. Just wait.
Oh, okay. Here
There
we
she
go.
goes. Yeah. It could just be for normal scouting. There's water buffalo, there's berries, there's stone. Stone's the biggest one. But people don't want to take the risk, but I'm telling you, the value is there. There's still only 5 farms, so you added 1 additional farm here for Sebastian. The rest is on buffalo, and the rest of the buffaloes are going home. This is a thing. Nice build.
Fast castle here for Barles so that he can make 1 fortified church in the center and start getting the relics. At least he killed the scout. At least he killed the scout.
Yeah. Honestly, it feels like
Sebastian,
the only way.
put this queen away, dude. You don't need it.
I was
Put
just
it
gonna
away,
say.
bro.
I was just gonna say the only way Sebastian loses the game now is maybe if he goes the wrong way. Man at arms are in. Barles is not paying attention, and he does have the tower, but Sebastian gets another villager kill. That's probably worth it. Whatever.
Yeah,
that army
100%.
that army already got its value.
Okay, so she's going all the way to the back. For all you know, Barles could have a TC back there, and you could run right into the TC.
Well, no, he just saw he hasn't over chopped yet. So technically, he knows that Barles isn't through. Because the man-at-arms just checked. So she's going to steal the buffalo and walk right on by and taunt the guy. Bro. Okay, Barles just makes it through. There's the queen. She says, thank you very much. Oh, my God. Oh, that's so funny, dude. Now, all the water buffalo going home for Sebastian. The queen's going to go home as well. And obviously has had a very good eco. And on the back of this, Dave, on the back of this, we are going to see fast imp from Sebastian.
Yep, with enough stone for a castle, too. Yep.
It's the same vibes I'm getting from ACCM the other day. It's like, it's amazing when you look at a player play on the other player's home map when they're supposed to be the specialist. And it seems like it's theirs. Like, Sebastian is not someone who would ever pick this map. He's not someone who would pick bypass. But man, is he prepped. All the tiny details, just perfect. Assuming he gets the castle.
Barles kind of feels like he's out of steam in this game. It's felt like that since the very beginning. He lost the villager. He does have the 3 relics in the center. But against a forward castle position, which Sebastian can definitely get away with if he wants to go for one. Especially now that he has the siege workshop. I mean, I think Barles is he's just cooked.
Just depends on how aggressive he wants to be with the castle. Because technically the warrior priest could stop the castle. There go the warrior priest to get the relics. But yeah, if you build the castle next to your fire ships on that church, you can actually steal the relics as well. Barles should overtake in vill count. But has to seed the farms because there's not any buffaloes brought in.
Yeah, and look at the res collected. It's bad.
Yeah. And there goes Sebastian now with the villagers. Again, only risky part of the push is just where does the castle go up? Does not have a very big army to protect.
Still running around.
I'm telling you, if we added the feature where people could bring in boars with the queen, they'd be doing it. You could add riskier behaviors. I think certain players would still try and take advantage of it.
NBL be trying to lame with the queen at minute 45.
Do you remember when he did lame with the king on Arabia?
Oh, on Nomad?
We had an Arabia Regicide actually in the first Hidden Cup. And
I thought there was a Nomad with fire as well that was Regicide, and I think
there was
he killed the king with the TC and fire rage quit, and NBL couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. Also remember Vivi losing his king to Leary's TC and saying, I know king at one point. Well, that castle's going up.
Yep.
And Barles can't do anything about it because Barles, he's just booming. He doesn't have military, and booming is completely natural. That's what everyone tends to do in this map, but not Sebastian. And when Sebastian is imp with that castle, Trebs start to take down the tower, the town centers. Like, everything here is ranged by one Treb.
Problem for Sebastian is that he has 4 on wood.
Yeah, that's true. Needs the market, I guess. So we'll use the market, I'm sure. And all these villagers on the front are going to be on wood, so that'll probably balance out.
And he has the 3rd wood upgrade for free, so that'll be nice.
I mean, Barles has to know that Sebastian's 1 TC. I'm hoping he remembers his queen, because the queen is sitting there in the tower. That queen needs to run right now. You need to get out of here. Fast.
I don't think... There's nothing to kill it.
The Treb. Do you use her as bait so you save your buildings? Like, run around?
Him.
Okay.
You can't convert her. Just run in front. Taunt it.
All right. Well, there she goes. She's running. She's a bigger coward than you would be in this scenario. And
I was about to say no one's killed a king or a queen with a Treb, but then I remembered about 10 different instances
where it happened. Yeah, yeah, dude.
I mean, I did it. Remember, I did it in the community game a long time ago when the guy was sitting in his transport ship.
Oh, Infoboat.
Yeah,
I think was who that was.
Yeah.
Also, Viper lost a king to a Treb. Antagonist did it in like Gold League or Silver League or something.
Someone did it in sudden disaster as well. They were just sitting under their tower on this very map, I think.
Yep. I think that was target against Viper.
Yep.
I mean, typically, you have some confidence that the superior eco is going to win out and you can hold down an H. But Barles has just passed the res collected of Sebastian. And he's losing his town centers. And he's probably going to lose his relics.
Can he deal with a heavy ram push here?
If you have redemption, technically you could convert the rams. But if it's composite bowman and rams, then it gets more problematic.
Dude, Barles is already moving the relics. He's already making a fortified church.
Smart.
To the side, but his warrior priest didn't come out in time, so he can't move those. Redemption is now on the way. Sebastian will see that siege workshop. The ram is coming out with the composite bowman, slowly but surely.
Sebastian is going to pick up the relics with his opponent's warrior priest that he converted.
And he's gone. He's scared. he's running away.
He converted the enemy technology. They have the abilities. That's funny. I mean, Barles still has the town centers. I think ram composite bowman is maybe the best thing he could have tried. If he tried long swords or anything that doesn't have the protection of the rams, it would be a problem.
Dude, I'm feeling better and better about Barles' position here. He's got a little attack going in the south with villagers.
Ooh, okay.
And there's still no second town center for Sebastian. The rams are definitely still an issue because there's nothing to deal with those.
Yep.
The monks have to get close to convert them. And the composite bowmen are inside. Sebastian's going to take out that TC, so it's going to be only one TC for Barles.
That gate is so nice,
though. If that gate goes
though.
down, like, Sebastian needs to run, and he's got a lot of his eco idled up here with these villagers running around. I actually kind of like this for Barles now.
If Barles could just hold the current situation, maybe it is okay. Yeah, in and out of the rams
church
there.
On the wood line at the back.
Yeah.
For Sebastian, he's got the wood for it.
Also, Barles getting his relics again, so he'll have 4. He doesn't really have a food eco.
It's a castle at the back, brother.
What?
What?
Okay, let's go, Barles.
Let's go, dude.
By the time by the time the castle's completed, the warrior priest would have killed all the villagers. Let's go, Rams. Look at this
fight in the center. The
Let's
Rams
go,
are coming out.
Rams.
The monks are dying to the composite bowman. He can't micro them in time. He's converted one ram, but his trebs are going down. The composite bowman pushing back the monks. I think this might be Barles' game, Tristan.
I mean, if the trebs go down, that's so costly for Sebastian. He doesn't really have a lot of res, but he did add mangonels, and that's the one thing.
Sebastian doesn't see the castle at the back, and who would? Who would look back there? Not me.
I mean, you know how it goes, right? When you're playing monks, you can't look anywhere else.
No. That's the recipe for disaster. You never look away from your monks.
It's too bad that Barles actually castled there, though. Imagine if he walked around and castled the front of the main base of Sebastian. He could have maybe got away with that and also got the warrior priest kills.
I think this is really good regardless, dude. This gives him a position to push from this side. Go for a siege workshop, go for some more composite bowmen, and a ram push through the back. Do the same thing on both sides.
He's running out of res, though. I'm worried because that's a lot of monks from Sebastian, and now there's mangonels to flatten the rams, and the rams are so slow. It's not like it's infantry inside. It's tough for them to get anywhere close to the trebs and the monks now. Maybe you...
Do we think Sebastian knows about his dead wood line?
I don't think so.
I don't think so at all.
There's a chance that a ram push from the back could get the queen, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
Barles just has to stay active and up on the front where Sebastian is always focused here and always thinks that he's going to attack.
19 monks. The mangonels are the issue right now. He's trying to convert that mangonel as well.
Okay, that mangonel gets converted. That's a problem. Barles, sell your soul for repairs and go for the queen, my friend. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you got to somehow get through the fortified palisade, get to the queen.
He should try and like YOLO up some fortified churches here with like 12 vills.
Just send everything for the queen. But I guess if you send everything for the queen, then Sebastian will know.
You can win this game in a standard way, though. You just have to find a good engagement against those monks and clear that up.
Too bad his food eco isn't any better.
Sebastian's at 36 villagers, bro. Barles has doubled him up on eco.
Hold on, Sebastian noticed. 10 minutes later, Sebastian noticed. And now he's got a couple monks at home.
Probably feels like an idiot. I would.
No, I mean, either way, An amazing hold from Barles. It looked like it was completely over. If he can turn this around, he's got a 40 population lead. If he can win this game, there's the momentum that he's been waiting for.
Sebastian might be housed soon, as weird as that is with 42 vills. Barles keeps working away on those. Could be annoying. A lot of monks
so many
still
monks.
for Sebastian.
12 range,
Monks.
man. Like 12 range monks. Only thing they can't use the range against is the Rams. So the Rams are the key, and the Rams are protecting the investment for Barles.
The Mangonels were such a good investment.
Yeah,
From
agreed.
Sebastian.
Agreed. There goes the Queen. Oh, God. Queen, I forgot about. Queen is running for Barles to a new town center.
Mangonel at home now to try and clear the Rams that are working away. Sebastian losing all of the buildings. He didn't want to lose his market, that's for sure.
The Queen's still in there, dude. The Queen is still in that tower. There's a lot of Rams.
Now that Sebastian is getting a little bit aggressive with this, and that army is still at the back there for Barles, like, this is a concern, right? Sebastian can't really push that far beyond this position because he opens himself up to getting the army cleared. And if the army gets cleared, the game's over.
Yeah, yeah. The monks getting conversions. There was a moment there where Barles, if he used the warrior priest, could have sniped the Mangonel, and then the Rams could push. But there is the other Ram going after the gate there.
Yeah.
Look at Sebastian's fog of war here. Like, what is surrounding this army right now? We got Rams with flags. We got TCs. But he stayed consistent with the push, and he just keeps taking down every TC. The Rams seem to be going for the castle, maybe.
I don't know if that's a good decision.
Nah, I mean, the
Sebastian
Rams are
has
too
to play
weak.
So close to home with these Mangonels and these monks. Guard tower now coming in for Barles. The Trebs are still an issue because they can kill all the fortified churches and houses, and that fortified church is going to go down.
Bro,
The Queen is on the run again.
30
There's towers
monks.
at the back for Barles. That's where the guard towers are going, at the back of Sebastian's base.
Okay, and I mean, the Queen is around. The Queen is still there. I think that pretty soon Sebastian should actually bring his Queen forward, but he can't even do that because there's the Rams and the composite bowman there too. Meanwhile, Barles has his Queen in the corner.
Sebastian could convert enough eco to level out this villager difference.
I was just gonna
killed
say,
a bunch more.
Dude, his ability to queue units, no matter what else is happening, is unreal. Like, how does he have almost 35 monks?
I mean, that's overkill at some point, isn't it? Like, you can't control that.
Well, for me, I use the number of the monks as a power in and of itself, just to scare them.
Is Barles, like, waiting? Oh my god, he's converting more vills. Oh my goodness, block printing is huge. Is Barles, like, waiting until Sebastian forgets about his Ram army to come in, or is he just forgotten about it himself?
Dave, do me a favor. Look at Sebastian's base. There's a market. Then look at Barles' base, and look at how many markets he's converted. Sebastian converted 2 of them so far, and he's about to go for another one.
The Queen is on the run. The Queen is on the run to that forward castle, but the Rams are coming in, Tristan.
What? No way. The timing
Rams
could
are
be
coming
crazy.
in at the same time.
Does
Dude, there's a
Barles
Mangonel
know?
there, though. There's a
Also,
Mangonel there.
Barles is putting his own Queen in the forward castle. Okay, the Mangonel's there. Will the Mangonel take out the Rams?
Yes.
Up. Composite bowmen hop out. Oh, they're so bad, though. Ah, yikes. Oh, that's
Do they kill
so
the
bad.
Mangonel in time? Do they kill the Mangonel in time? They do. They do.
Oh, there's another Ram there.
But now Sebastian's noticed.
You can't convert the Ram. You have to convert the composite bowman. Dude, I thought he ejected the Queen there with the villagers.
Oh my god, there was a serious chance he could have done that.
Yeah. And he didn't, and he's converting the composite bowman, and he's holding, and he's still converting and trebbing literally everything. He converted the 3rd market from Barles, and Sebastian holds. You're right. That was dangerous. That could have got really bad for Sebastian.
Well, the thing, dude, half of Sebastian's base is just Barles' old base. You can tell by, like, the architecture, bro. Like, he's...
And Barles is... I mean, he lost 3 of his markets. He's losing his houses. He's losing his blacksmith. He's lost his town centers. Bro, Sebastian has 43 monks. And here comes Barles again.
Oh my god,
through the
with another
darkness
push.
for another King Snipe.
But he knows about it. Like, he's chasing it.
What a funny game. What a funny game.
Oh my god, dude. How many buildings has he converted? Oh my god.
So many. And
Barles has another base in the north. That's actually really nice.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a attempt on the queen.
Oh, he's in on the monks with the... Oh, never mind.
Well, it's tough to get all the conversions here.
It's also tough to keep everything alive if you're Barles. Oh my god.
Yeah, Ram gets converted. Composite bowmen are going to go down most likely. And Barles doesn't have a base anymore. Anything he makes will be converted by the monks from Sebastian. Or just destroyed by the Trebs, which are moving over towards the queen at the moment. Trebs have done 30k damage. The queen is out and near this little side base here. My god, this is insane. Like, I thought Barles was super dead. Like, this game wasn't even a game. His ability to expand and go rat mode, as we say it, has been unreal. But also at the same time, Sebastian just tracked him down every single step of the way. He's just relentless with the pressure. Unreal.
I want to see how much damage these Trebs have. Yeah, 30k.
30k.
So they've been putting in work, and Barles has had no opportunity to do anything about that. Finally, another TC for Sebastian.
I love how Sebastian could kind of just see everything right now, including the queen, who is going to run to the left side right now. I don't think he will notice that detail. I think he's going to be more focused on like trebbing in the north and maybe coming to treb these castles. But queen is on the move to a new town center for Barles.
He's got 8 mangonels.
Yeah.
In him.
Mangonels were the biggest key with the push, though.
Yes,
it wasn't 100%. The monks. Those 3 mangonels, the way he controlled them against the Rams. Without that, I think he loses this game. That was unbelievable. And yeah, there are the Trebs.
Queen? Oh, the queen's still in there. Okay. No, the queen is sitting right beside the castle. Why?
She's got to get some sunshine, bro. I still want to go back and see when Sebastian ungarrisoned with those villagers.
Click the villagers, because the queen never came out. I think he just shift-clicked the ungarrison the villagers.
Here comes another ram. The ram will go for the Trebs, but we know what's going to happen here. The ram's not going to be enough, and Sebastian will simply convert every bit of resistance. The Trebs are going for the castle. Barles probably a little shell-shocked at the moment because he came in here today with high hopes. He's had a great season. He had his game plans for this map. Still not entirely sure on the Armenians pick, but like, this is unbelievable. Sebastian made 78 monks. And
how many conversions? Don't look at it. How many do you think?
Does the count include converted buildings?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
82. I'm gonna assume it includes the buildings. I'm gonna say 80. No, I'm gonna say 67. Yep, about 6, 7.
I mean, I'll go 74. We'll see what it ends up being. He converted a lot of buildings there too. It was 61. 61.
Close. With
an army high of 69. But that's not necessarily an army. We need a new term for that, dude. 78 monks created. He barely lost monks. He actually barely lost mangonels either, right? Because he made 12 of them. He ends the game with 9. And then his second most created unit, according to Capture Age, was Composite Bowman at 24 because he converted so many. It's not an army, so it's a cult.
What a game, dude. What a crazy game 3.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What a build, though. The details of the opening. Man-at-arms, archers, the exact position. Also the militia on the villager. Unreal. To follow that damage up, because no one's going to blame you if you just 3TC boom there, and go fast imp, the balls to go, like, steal the water buffaloes with the queen, be right next to the opponent there. Like, everything about that just seems so well prepped from Sebastian. He will be a threat, man, in the semifinals. Amazing play from Barles. I thought Barles played solid today, but just in the tiny moments, Sebastian was able to get the job done. Bypass, sniping the cannons. Game 1, defending from the lane. This game, everything we just saw. Sebastian's just so good. Alrighty.
Easy last game. Holy cow.
Yeah, I know that last game was crazy. I'm happy it worked.
Sebastian, my friend, 3-0 in the quarterfinals here today. Variety of different wins as well. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm really happy. the set went on my way. Like I was a bit maybe lucky with the picks I had and all that, but overall the planning was good. I wasn't expecting too low actually the last map, but like everyone was banning it against Barles because of his style, but he never played it. So I was like, I'm not banning it. I'm banning another map and leaving it open. So, and I had that strat in mind. It wasn't improvisation.
You obviously don't have to share, but I was surprised you banned Corey on the map draft and not Bypass or Toulouse. So is it just because you're really obviously you played well, but like, is Corey a problem map for you?
No, it's fine. Just felt like Barles was superior there. So just ban it just in case.
Okay, makes sense.
So game 1 was Monocle. You went Romans. He went Mongols. Did you feel really good after you stopped the first lane?
Yeah, I felt quite comfortable. I started luring my first deer, and I was like, this is risky, so I went to check immediately. I think if he gets that boar, probably he wins that game, or it's way more even. And then I was just careful to see if he was going for like the FC strat, which we have seen.
Yeah.
But he went for the Menatarm approach, which is valid as well. So yeah.
And can you take us through what you felt like when you looked back in Castle Age and saw the camel had killed like 8 villagers?
yeah, I don't know what happened. I was so distracted, I guess. It was like 3 Minotaurs or 2 Minotaurs and a camel eating my bills. Yeah. Maybe I spread too much on the fish. Maybe I need outpost. I don't know. But I felt I was quite exposed.
Did you work?
I felt I was passive that game.
From our perspective, you were winning that game, and then that happened. So when you had the oh shit moment and you saw how many villas you lost, like obviously the villagers were weak, so you probably didn't even know how many in total you lost. Did you get a bit worried there that maybe you were letting it slip, or were you still fairly confident?
I was fairly confident, but I was worried when I didn't check the expansion because I knew his next move was Mangudai, probably taking Stone Mangudai.
Yeah.
So I wanted to send my scout, but I don't know. Might have been a misclick. I didn't check it. So I was too late in finding his expansion. So I started to get a bit worried with Mangudais coming out, and I was throwing a lot of army. So I need to be more clean with my army, not throw so much. Can be a problem in the future.
Okay. I mean, I can already tell you're starting to think about what tiny adaptations you can do better with, which is amazing. Talk to me about game 2. We go into bypass. You go Spanish, which everyone's expecting a castle, but you castled the back of your base. Why the back of your base instead of like more aggressively? And just any thoughts you're comfortable with sharing there?
Yeah, I don't have much experience on that matchup, but usually Kongs is like the better Janissary. So ideally, if he goes for fast team, I don't want to have the castle in the front. Not sure what his plan was or what was his adaptation. But I guess he didn't go for the fast team, which makes sense. And I'm not sure about that game because it was super close. I managed to maybe use the timing well and snowball from there, but it can be really problematic if he gets like heavy CA and then Hazards. So my Paladin How is like a timing thing. I cannot win the game with that for like a post imp, I think.
So if you didn't get that siege, you think you might have been in trouble? Because you sniped the 2 bomber cannons in the Treb like right away for free.
Yeah, I think I might have been in trouble. Maybe he could make camels earlier, not so many CA and switch to heavy camel, I don't know, to protect the cannons and then transition to CA. But I guess that time I was able to snowball from there probably.
Do you typically I don't know, do you typically think this heavily about wins and like tiny adaptations? Because to me it feels very obviously through the interview you're just like, obviously you won the game, but you're like, I could do 5 things differently. Is that how your brain operates?
That's how it works, right?
Yep.
Even if you win, there are still a lot of adaptations and mistakes you did. So, yeah, I would say yes. Especially when you lose, but when I lose, but when I win as well. I try to be critical with my gameplay,
Yeah.
obviously.
I gotta ask you a question. Playing with conquistadors, this is a personal question for me. Do you get tilted when they miss their shots from like 2 tiles away? Does it frustrate you?
I mean, not in in a tournament, but probably yes. Especially if you get converted, which wasn't the case in this game, at least.
Okay.
That's the most tilting, I guess. Getting
All
converted by a monk.
The answer is no. Then the answer is no.
Yeah, that's
you don't have a visceral reaction.
Sebastian's too busy fixing his
Winning.
eco to think about it and winning. Yeah. The issue is you and I need the conks to hit or we're dead, Dave. That's the difference. So, all right. So, Sebastian, you said game 3 was adaptation. That looked practice to me. Was it full on adaptation?
no.
Was there any practice? What was that? Because that was insane.
No. I'm not sure what I said, but I was trying to say that was prepared.
Okay.
That was an adaptation.
Okay.
So I was not expecting to lose, but I had that in case, basically.
I see. I mean, it was a masterpiece, right? Like a tiny detail I'd like to ask you. So you're saying you practiced that? Yes? Like that build?
Yes.
Okay. So my instincts as an AoE player were to see the tower near the dock, and the second Barles pulls away to not engage because I wouldn't want to lose my scout and militia. So did you learn through experience that you could still get a villager kill there and get the blocks, or did that just feel natural? Because it felt to me like you'd done that specific thing before.
Yeah, like you only have 2 places to hit with the militia if you make militia.
Yeah.
Which is usually a stupid idea, right? Because there is a tower on the map. There is the dock what now shoots arrows. So like where can you hit with the militia? It's like the dumbest strategy on the map.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? No one expects it.
Yep.
So you have 2 places to hit, on the wood or on the fish. And since probably there is no loom, it can work, but it can work once probably. Next time, like the opponent knows, maybe explore the barrack and the militias are maybe useless.
Okay, sick. But was the plan fast imp the whole way, or did it just feel natural after the opening?
Yeah, there were 2 adaptations, but I don't know how to play that late game, so I just went for the easiest adaptation, I guess.
Okay. Dave, sorry, this is my 3rd question in a row. I'm so excited.
It's about the queen.
Yes, tell me about the water buffaloes. Because Sebastian, I felt so good. I went on this like 3-minute thing where I told viewers and Dave about the importance of the water buffaloes with the queen. And then you stole the water buffaloes right off his nose in the back of his base.
Yeah, actually, for this strategy, the water buffaloes were useless because I had no need for food anymore. But
True.
Yeah, like in theory, they are useful.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like a natural move. Just use the scout you have available, or king or queen, explore and get them.
So this game had another instance similar to game 1 where you're attacking on the front side and then you get hit big time, like at the back, right? Like you lost. He built that castle with 4 villagers and you were losing villagers for like two or 3 minutes. You didn't notice it. Is there something like as a player that you can work on to get better with those situations? Because it happened to you twice this set, and it kind of made both times it made the game a little bit more doable from his point of view, right?
Yeah, you're completely right. Maybe something with the volume. I don't know. Maybe I can switch a bit the volume to make sure I'm listening to the alerts. Probably that, honestly. Besides that, also the fact that I don't have much experience with Monk. I can play them, of course, but like it takes me like my 99% of attention I'm with the monks.
Yeah.
As it should be. As it should be.
So like I don't know, like he jumps up to the round, I need to convert. Jumps in, I need to be careful, move the siege. So yeah, especially in the instances of monks, it's so hard for me to macro as well, which should have been useful. And
are you like? Oh, go ahead.
I need to pay more attention. No, sorry.
Are you a big minimap guy? Like, are you consistently looking down at the minimap, or are you relying more on panning through?
I use it. Like, the longer the game goes, it's ideal to use the minimap, right? I have it center minimap, the mode. Then I switch the score in the center as well. But I don't know if it works.
Scale of 1 to 10, how worried were you when your queen was in the forward castle and there were rams and composite bowmen and you needed to save?
You ejected the Bills?
You ejected
Oh my
the
God.
Bills. So, and you could have easily ejected the queen. So scale of 1 to 10, how scared were you in that moment?
No, it was a 10 for sure, because I didn't check the bills. I checked the bills and the queen, and I got it so
Oh,
quickly,
really?
actually. Yeah, I checked it all and click quickly. But yeah, like that, if I lost the game like that, it would have been so bad, because I saw those Rams standing there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, true.
So I should have done something.
But
yeah.
it's just one of those games that like your brain just kind of melts because there's random dots everywhere and like it doesn't feel like a normal game anymore. So it's probably, weirdly enough, you forgot about the Rams for a moment. That's funny. Okay, final question for you, at least for me then, Sebastian. You now get to wait. Tomorrow there's a quarterfinal between Lewis and Leary. Leary's been undefeated this season. He's been amazing. But then Lewis has also been extremely well prepared, and he beat Hart 3-0. So how do you feel about how that series is going to go? And then also, how do you like your chances against either player?
Yeah, will be tough. Will be tough. Whoever wins will be a tough set. I'm expecting a close set. I like my chances. I think I need to be creative and I need to be sharp, and I like my chances.
Amazing.
Whoever wins, I guess.
Amazing. Yep.
Thoughts on the other quarterfinals at the bottom bracket, Sebastian, real quick? We have Hera
Who is
Viper,
it?
and then we have
Oh.
Tato ACCM.
Okay. Do you want me to predict who wins?
Sure.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. I would say Hera ICCM probably.
Give us
Okay.
give us a scoreline, Sebastian.
Get spicy with it.
Get spicy.
Okay. 3-1 in favor of Hera.
Okay.
Wow.
3-0 for ACCM.
How much of your 3-0 for ACCM is because how much of that 3-0 is because you guys have been practicing your asses off and are teammates right now?
Yeah. I need him to win, to keep practicing for sure. I'm cheering
That
for ACCM.
prediction-
I'm the first one.
Man, that prediction is about as spicy as the English food that you're about to eat. You go to London, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Sebastian, thanks for taking the time to do the interview. Your play's amazing. It's exciting to see someone be so well prepped and motivated with all the settings. So congratulations. I'm with you. I think that you could beat anyone left in the event. So best of luck to you. And maybe we'll be talking after the winner's interview in the semifinal, my friend. Take care.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the cast. Thank you. Bye-bye.